Bad Luck and Magic is a portal into self-discovery and alignment. I'm your host, Mal Burden, a cosmic life coach and fellow soul navigating the human experience. Every week, I'll give you an astrological forecast of the vibes for the week ahead so you'll know exactly what to expect when it comes to your emotions, relationships, career, and more. And every month, we'll hear from a local baddie as she shares her unique journey of self-discovery and aligning with her passions despite the challenges along the way. Now grab your favorite drink and get cozy because, honey, we are about to uncover the magic of the unknown. Let's get it, boo. What's up, cutie? Welcome to this week's Cosmic Forecast, giving you the giving you a vibe check of the week. Like, what do we got going on in the sky so that we can use that energy? We're going to know where our opportunities are, and we're going to know where the challenges might be and how we can best handle those because I love to plan. I love to plan, and if I can help you plan your week and be privy to what's going on, like, why wouldn't we do that? Why wouldn't we? So, we are entering into our second week of November. And that means we're going to be starting with today, Monday, November 11th, 11/11, by the way, all the way through Sunday, November 17th. So, as a recap as well, our theme for November is embracing new beginnings and creative opportunities. So let's keep that in mind as we continue to move through these weeks, because with that theme in mind, we will be able to embrace the energies and see how we can take advantage and take initiative towards engaging with the new beginnings and creative opportunities that are coming our way. All right, so this week we have the moon traveling through Pisces, Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. So the themes of those signs will be prevalent for us. We'll get into those here in a moment. And the big news this week is that we have Venus, the planet of relationships, love, values, and finances, entering into the committed and goal-oriented sign of Capricorn. And this is happening on Monday. And Venus will be in Capricorn for about the next month. So when it comes to those themes of love, relationships, finances, we are really paying attention to what are the people that will help drive us towards our long-term vision and towards the success that we are looking for. And then on Friday, we are going to be experiencing a full moon in Taurus, and this is going to be pretty big for us because it will be conjunct Uranus, which is the sign that is all about unexpected change and events. And I think all of us will be experiencing some shakeups. So we're going to get into that, and I'm going to help you prepare for that. And on that same day, on Friday, Saturn will be stationing direct. So since the end of June, Saturn, the planet of commitment, boundaries, and structure, has been retrograding. So we've been turning inward and trying to understand what we really want to commit to. And now that it's going direct, we're going to be able to see how we've emotionally matured and where we're ready to uphold boundaries that will allow us to manifest our wildest dreams. This week in particular, we are being asked to meditate on how can we embrace change while creating stability through what we value. So now is a great time to really reflect on our top values. And I highly encourage you, if you don't have a top 3 list of your values, your personal values, to figure out what those are and know that you can always come back to those and readjust them as you need to. But having top 3 values, things that you can always come back to as as like your guiding light, as your North Star. These values can help you understand like how to make your decisions, major life decisions. It helps us course correct and again just ensure that we're following our unique individual journey and one that will be in alignment for us. Okay, so let's get on with it here. Okay, Monday, November 11th, 11/11. Incredible day for manifesting opportunities and to plant the seeds of intention of what you want to call into your life. So I highly encourage today at some point to, even if it's after 11/11, I think it's still okay. You can journal and just daydream and visualize about the life that you want to create for yourself. Like really put it out there and try to limit the restrictions that you put on yourself. Sometimes we kind of don't think as big picture as we really could, but now is a great time to really say, okay, universe, like show me a miracle, show me how good things can get, especially since we're going to be experiencing the moon in Pisces. Pisces is related to spirituality and kind of like an otherworldly, ethereal sense. So we will be feeling very intuitive, imaginative, and empathetic today. And this moon heightens our sensitivity and connection to the collective consciousness. Um, Today, I already mentioned, but Venus will be entering Capricorn. So we're going to be focused on serious long-term commitments, not only in our romantic relationships, but also our friendships, our families, our business partnerships. And we want to experience achievement and success through what we love and who we love. And if you are a member, a Cosmic Club member, I do have more information on where where you're going to be placing more value and where you're deciding to actually go all in and really commit. So you can sign up for that if you're not already, and you can get more insights on the Venus and Capricorn themes and how that will show up for you over the next month. And then Tuesday, November 12th, we have the moon moving into Aries. So we're going to be asking ourselves, how can I balance what's ideal with what's realistic? Our vibe of the day is going to be a little bit of impulsiveness, enthusiasm, quick actions, new beginnings, and self assertion. When the moon is in Aries, we have a strong desire to start something fresh and new and to face challenges head on. On this day, we will have Mercury, which is currently in Sagittarius, making a square or a challenging aspect to Saturn in Pisces. So the key themes here will be tension between reality versus idealism. So if you find that you're hitting a roadblock when it comes to your dreams, just know that this is an opportunity to find a creative solution and to get support if you need it. So take a breather if you need to, and just remember that this energy will pass. Another theme will be challenge with communicating your big ideas. So with this energy, it can be hard to express or nail down the nitty gritty details of the expansive ideas that we have. Um, and Saturn really wants structure. So, whatever we can do on this day to ground our ideas into reality can be very helpful. And then the last key theme for that transit is potential mental frustration and self doubt. So, when we have Mercury, which rules the mind, making a challenge to Saturn, which is all about commitments and responsibilities, it can feel like it's impossible to make our dreams happen. And maybe we're running into the reality of our situation and seeing how far away we actually are from our dreams, or potentially what roadblocks are still in the way. But just remember, again, like this energy is going to pass, but we have to remember to have faith in ourselves and in the process, because we are being divinely guided. And luckily, Mercury in Sagittarius is a very hopeful, optimistic, expansive sign. So just continue to remember your why behind the dreams that you have. On Wednesday, November 13th, the question for us will be, what new idea is ready to come to light? So the moon will still be in Aries at this point. So the themes of enthusiasm, quick actions, new beginnings will still be relevant on Wednesday. We don't have any exact transits on this day, but just a reminder that Wednesdays are ruled by Mercury, which is all about our communication, our intellect, getting curious, education, learning new things, adaptability. So Wednesdays are a great chance to connect with people that can help you make your dreams a reality, to network, to collaborate, to co-create with someone else. Also a great day to exchange ideas with other people, share what you've been learning, or even taking a workshop or a course on something that you're interested in and have been wanting to learn about. On Thursday, November 4th, and mind you that this week we are leading up to a full moon that will happen on Friday. So as the days go on, you will notice an increase in energy. Maybe you will notice that there are more opportunities for social events or experiences. Maybe you notice that your calendar is getting a little bit more busy towards the end of the week because we have a full moon. But on Thursday, November 14th, the question will be, how can I create more freedom within my connections? We have a waxing gibbous moon in Taurus. The vibe of the day will be stability, comfort, material security, and sensuality. And when the moon is in Taurus, we have this need for peace, this need for comfort, this need for relaxation. And we might notice that there's more of a resistance to change than usual because of it being in the fixed sign of Taurus. And as we're leading up to this full moon, I mentioned it's a waxing gibbous. So the energy here is fine-tuning our goals, creating a sense of anticipation towards what we're calling into our lives. And we're also assessing the progress we've been making and taking final preparations or action steps towards those intentions that we set at the new moon earlier this month, which happened on the 1st, but also the new moon that happened 6 months ago on May 7th, which is directly related to this full moon in Taurus that will be happening tomorrow. So what do we have going on Thursday? So Thursday, Mercury is in Sagittarius. It is making a sextile or a positive aspect to Lilith in Libra. And the thing with sextiles is these are like positive events, but they're opportunities that we can take advantage of. So there's an opportunity here for us for rebellious and exciting ideas related to individual freedom and equality amongst the group. Here, we're going to be challenging traditional relationship dynamics, and we're going to be focusing more on our individual freedom and exploration. There's also going to be a focus on empathy, social justice, and expansion beyond the norm, kind of being more unconventional. We'll also have Venus in Capricorn making a square or a more challenging aspect to the North Node in Aries. So, what does this mean? So, this means balancing commitment, which is Venus and Capricorn, with our personal fulfillment, which is the North Node in Aries. This is also giving us courage to follow our vision, our personal vision, without compromising on stability and structure. And here we're also discovering where dependence on old structures or commitments are holding us back from our dreams and where we need to find a compromise. So, squares can be challenging aspects, but the thing here is they are pushing us towards growth. And since these placements are both happening in cardinal signs, Capricorn and Aries, it is inviting us to start something new, because that is what cardinal signs represent, is starting a new cycle. Then we come to Friday, November 15th. So the question here is, how have I created stability for myself over the last 6 months? We have the full moon in Taurus on this day, and that will be happening at 4:28 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, the vibe will be stability, comfort, sensuality, material security. And with full moons, the energy is calling in completion, manifestation, releasing negative energies, celebrating and harvesting the intentions that we've set previously. And it can also call to heightened intuition and emotions. So let's see. Yes. So the full moon in Taurus marks a culmination point of the things that we started around May 7th, 2024. So think back to what was going on for you at that point in time. Like, look at your calendar to see what you had going on. Look at photos that you were taking. Look at what you posted on Instagram at that time. Look at text messages at that time. And you can really get an idea of what you were starting. And the key themes here will be manifesting material and financial abundance, recognizing your self worth and your values, prioritizing sensuality and pleasure, and focusing on long term stability. So, if you want more information on this full moon, you can get your personal horoscope, journal prompts, and a tarot spread in the Cosmic Club membership that is live now. I'll also be sending out an email blast today to link to that. So if you're interested in signing up for my email blast, I send those usually on Sundays, but once a week, no more than that for sure, just to recap all the content that I've created from the week ahead. And if you want to sign up for that, you're more than welcome to do so. You can sign up either on my Instagram, there's a link in the bio, or you can go onto my website and there will be an option to sign up there as well. Speaking of the full moon in Taurus, like, I feel like my full moon in Taurus theme is pretty spot on. So I want to share that with you just so you can get a sense of how you can relate it to your own life. And you'll have more information on that, of course, if you go into the Cosmic Club membership, because there will be horoscopes for each rising sign. So for me, I'm a Virgo rising, and that means that on May 7th, 2024, I had a new moon in Taurus, and that was happening in my 9th house, which relates to spirituality, personal expansion, your life philosophy, and even higher education and long distance travel. So it kind of covers a lot, but the 9th house is ruled by Jupiter. So it's all those Jupiterian themes of expansion, expanding the mind. So When Taurus is involved, I've noticed recently over the years, it's always coincided with me taking my life coaching courses. And in particular, on this new moon, that is when I launched my Cosmic Club, or not Cosmic Club, but the Cosmic Coaching. So I was doing life coaching, and as I was looking into my niche, I realized I wanted to utilize astrology as a tool in my life coaching practice. So at the beginning of May, I started to have my first clients using this like framework, if you will, the cosmic coaching framework. And now, as the full moon is happening, it's interesting because I am putting way more focus into my coaching business and actually wanting to pursue that full time. So it's interesting that back in May, I started planting the seeds of this is the direction I want to go in. This is the type of work that I want to do, and this is what I'm standing for. And now I am trying to literally build long term stability and trying to manifest material and financial abundance from the seeds that I planted back then. And not only that, but I have been working on my own personal views of my self-worth and my values, because as you might know, like putting yourself out there creatively or pursuing your passions really can really make you question a lot about yourself, and it can make you confront your self-worth. So anyway, it's interesting how this is playing out for myself, and I share that just to help you understand how the themes actually relate on a in a real life example. And I'm really curious to see how this is playing out for you. So if you feel like sharing, please comment here and let me know how this has been impacting you. As we lead up to the full moon, you might already be noticing what themes you might be actually witnessing when the full moon comes on Friday. Then we have on Friday Saturn stationing direct in Pisces. So since March 7th, 2023, Saturn, the planet of commitment, structure, and restrictions and responsibility, has been moving through Pisces. And this has allowed us to create a sense of tangibility when it comes to our connection with our intuition and spirituality. So this has supported us in being real with who we are at a soul level and what we've needed to release and where we've needed to create more structure and boundaries in order to fully embody that version of who we are. So think back to June 29th of 2024. That is when Saturn began to retrograde, and that inspired us to turn inward and reflect on our commitments, our responsibilities, and what we still have left to learn when it comes to our boundaries and our spirituality. So now that Saturn is stationing direct, we can actually recognize how we've become more emotionally mature and where we can generate active outwards movement towards our long-term goals, especially in the Pisces ruled area of our charts. So some themes to notice now that Saturn is going direct: we're going to have more clarity and resolution in our emotional and spiritual matters. We're going to have more discipline with our creative projects. We are going to be healing hidden and unconscious patterns that have been holding us back. And we are going to be able to follow our intuition and higher self over what we think we're supposed to do, which is amazing. Thank God. Thank God Saturn is going direct. Saturn Saturn is the teacher. Saturn is related to karma. So this can be a tough planet to deal with, especially if you know about your Saturn return, which happens when you're about the age of like 28 to 30. Like, you really get some hard life lessons during those years. And Saturn can be a tough teacher, but the things that Saturn teaches us, like, once we know them, we reap the benefits. That's for sure. So great news for Friday. I will say the full moon is going to be conjunct or right next to Uranus, which I mentioned before, but that's all about unconventionality, sudden insights, sudden shakeups, sudden change. So be in. What do I want to say? I want to say stay grounded this week. Make sure you have those practices in place to take care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, whatever that means for you, because it is likely, especially if you have personal placements in any of the fixed signs. So Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo, especially towards like the 20th to 29th degree. Like, this is going to impact you the most. So just stay grounded this week. Please stay grounded, and just know that whatever change does happen this week, it is for your highest good. And you will know, if you turn inward and listen to your intuition, you will know how to handle it and navigate it. Saturday, November 16th, we are asking ourselves, what makes me proud to be myself? The moon on this day will be in Gemini, so the vibe will be around communication, curiosity, mental activity, versatility, and even duality, since it's Gemini. When the moon is in Gemini, it brings more of a lighthearted, breezy energy that's focused on connecting with others and learning. So you may notice that you have more social plans this weekend. And now that the moon is waning, our energy will be best suited for gratitude and appreciation, reflecting on our achievements, and sharing our wisdom and what we've been learning with other people. No exact transits today. I think that's great, so we can like process what we've learned through the full moon. But Saturdays are ruled by Saturn, meaning this is a great day to catch up on any of your responsibilities and commitments. It's a great day to just get some chores and errands done in the morning, and then, maybe in the afternoon, evening, you spend time with friends. Sunday, we finish the week November 17th, and the question we ask ourselves is, what is a well-timed, well-thought-out risk that I'm ready to take? And again, moon is in Gemini. On this day, we have a nice transit or a nice aspect. We have Mars in Leo making a trine or a positive, good flowing energy aspect to the North Node in Aries. So we are going to be taking bold and courageous action towards what we're actually passionate about. Not only that, but we will be leaning into creative self-expression and confidence, especially towards our unique and individual life path. And we'll also be taking strategic risks and initiatives towards experiences that will benefit our long-term vision. So it's like some major change and insights are being had in the Taurus ruled area of our life, and we're getting this energy of action, courage towards a new life path that we actually feel passionate about, a life path that we actually resonate with. So incredible energy to round out the week here. All right. So, yes, 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 yes. Okay. So, what we're going to do as we finish today's episode, I am going to pull 3 cards for us, and let's see. Dear spirit guides, please help me choose 3 cards, messages that people need to hear. Sorry, I should have. I usually shuffle these before, but one more card, please. What is the message someone needs to hear? Okay. All right, so we have 3 cards. I have card 1, card 2, card 3. And I want you to just feel into your body which card number resonates with you the most right now. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Okay. So, card 1, we got the Magician. Didn't we get him last week? We did get him last week. Okay. So, the Magician is all about manifesting your reality. So, as you can see, so he is a part of the major arcana. So, this is major life themes here. And he has the infinity symbol above his head. He also has all the resources that he needs at his disposal. He has the wand, he has the sword, he has the pinnacle, he has the cup. So he has everything at his disposal to create the life that he wants and that he dreams of. You know, he can visualize it and make it so. So if you chose this card, like, great job. Like, this week, maybe you are able to see where you are truly co-creating with the universe and where you are manifesting those intentions that you've been setting for yourself. It's likely that you're the type of person that has these huge goals and vision for yourself, and you've been working very hard to be more in alignment with your true self, with your soul. And it's likely too that you have been following your intuition in a more maybe bold way and also strategic way. So this is great news. Keep it up. Keep it up. You are literally calling in the life of your dreams. So stay aware and grateful. Like, each day, if and when you can recognize how you're grateful for the abundance that you're receiving, just recognize that and appreciate that abundance. Okay. Card 2. We got the 8 of Wands. So the 8 of Wands, this is all about fast-paced movement, change, communication, ideas. Like, this is like everything is happening all at once. Okay, Peppy. So this week you might notice, especially with the full moon happening in Taurus and Uranus being there, you might really be noticing a lot of change and movement. Please stop. You might be noticing a lot of change and movement happening in your life. And I think the thing here is, because there are wands involved, it likely has something to do with what you're passionate about, what you have going on with your creativity and your creative projects. You might be receiving a lot of new opportunities when it comes to your creative projects, or a lot of communication as well, or sharing of ideas with other people. So as you go about this week, be open to the change, be open to the fast-paced nature of these opportunities, and take advantage of what you are passionate about. Like, this is not the time to delay and second guess yourself. Like, take advantage of the opportunities. Okay, and then card 3, we have the moon. I love when this happens where we get the moon and it actually is a full moon. So what this is telling me is this full moon is going to be big for you. Like, there is something about this full moon that is really illuminating your emotional landscape, but also your intuition. I think there have been things that potentially have been hidden or underneath the surface, or maybe some information that you weren't aware of, but this week you are going to be gaining a little bit more clarity and insight into what that is and the information that you need to know so that you can make decisions to actually move forward in an intentional way, but also in an intuitive way as well. So these are great cards for this week. I think they're all very supportive. I think they're all saying there's chances to manifest. There are new opportunities and new ideas coming your way. And there is a chance to connect with your intuition and to start a new cycle, honestly. So those are the messages of the week. And what else do I want to say? I guess what I want to end on is just, we are rethinking about our values. We are rethinking what structures and foundations we have in our lives, and whether or not the environments, people, experiences, opportunities are truly reflecting and receiving our personal self-worth and value. And my suggestion would be, if there are people and experiences in your life that are not fully receiving or embracing all that you are, and they are clearly not valuing you to the level that you know deep down you should be valued, we've got to shift our focus away. We've got to shift our focus away from that, because there will be other opportunities that will embrace us and be able to reflect back the deep care, love, and worth that we exude. So that would be my suggestion for this week. And I hope you have an incredible full moon. If you want to connect with me, if you want to work with me and see how this is impacting your birth chart directly, please reach out. Everything will be in the show notes. Other than that, thanks for being here, and I hope you have an awesome week. Bye.